Let's play tarot. We're going to do July 2026. Come on in. You know the drill. Flip and flop anytime you feel you need to with your energies and genders and all of that. Okay, because technically tarot doesn't deal with gender. So technically, it's just masculine and feminine energy. But anywho, let's play some tarot. Come on in. Come on in. I've already called in everybody's spirit guides, and the whole spirit team is here. The angels, the ancestors, the higher galactic federation that's overseeing this act of divination, and the ascended masters. They are all here with us right now. Now, I'm going to change things up a little bit. We're going to live on the edge. I'm going to use a couple two sets of new dice. And the first one is for somebody. This is for somebody out there. Okay. Who, will, what, where, and when. Someone from your past, Aquarius. Okay. Receiving disturbing news. At a party, a gathering of some sort. Next month. Oh, someone from your past will receive disturbing news next month. Okay, maybe that's they're saying because they may need your help with it or your support. I'm not sure, but now we're going to find out in the next few weeks what kind of zodiac signs you'll be dealing with. Pisces and Virgo. Okay. Aquarius, Pisces, and Virgo. I know you can't really see that too well, but I can. All right. And because we're living on the edge, I'm going to do my reading a little different too. So, yeah, just kind of go with the flow. Hi, everybody tapping in and out. It's good to see you. Good to see us. All right. Aquarius. Show me what I need to see. Universe, spirit. Protection. Feather. That's in your present. Something about feathers. Show me. When I get a bunch like that, I take the ones on the bottom. Elders. This is crowning you for the next couple weeks. Elders. Okay. Take your medicine. Hope, fear, challenge, and homework. Somebody needs to take their medicine. All right, I need a few more. Keep them coming. What do you want to talk about, Spirit? Entitlement. Great. People feel entitled. That's very condescending, actually. Outdoors protection right next to this. If somebody's looking for protection, right, you wear salt, maybe obsidian. Maybe protection just means, you know, if you're outdoors, say you're camping, I don't know. You can place it, flip and flop, right? Compensated came out with feather. That's in your present. Believe it, elders. This is crowning you. Believe it. You know that this saying right here, believe it. This was that was a big thing. That's funny. I forgot I put that in this deck. It was a big thing I used to say all the time. Yeah, believe it. You know, something about those elders. Take your medicine, feather, compensated, and entitlement. Oops. All right. Wait. We got carpenter, somebody that works with wood, right? Anywho, So that's, oh, that's over here. Take your medicine, the carpenter. Okay, or something. And then I had manipulating how you feel about a narrative and entitlement right there with it, right? Somebody is manipulating. I feel like this is, narcissistic, you know, somehow, some way already. Yep. All right, that's where we're starting from. That was quite a few cards right off the bat. In fact, I'm going to take a few more of those. I was just told, hey, we're not done. Vindicated just kind of turned over. Protection and outdoors, whatever that means. Hello. Hey, Chantal. You made it. Somebody wants to be protected here. And somebody's being, or it's about vindication, clearing someone's name. Artists, musicians, poets, and storytellers. Somebody's creative, compensated, feathers. If you find feathers, that's definitely signs from your spirit team. But here, I feel like it could be like a validation of this reading if it pertains to you. If you listen and then you see a feather, so like an obvious in front of you kind of thing, it would be your confirmation. Love, believe it. Elders. You love the elders, right? Something like that. You care. There's love there. Something about that. I need to move that. Two more, maybe. Somebody's a carpenter, likes to work with wood here. Antique. Something's getting old. Something's getting old. Take your medicine. Somebody needs to. And then I have ruined reputation. Manipulating how you feel about a narrative. Entitlement. Damn these narcissists, I'll tell you what. Alrighty. Show me. If you feel a certain way about something, there's a reason for it, right? So what are they manipulating? Shout out to the people that can read the cards backwards. Hi, everybody. Yeah, it's like, I'm not sure how that. Anywho, earth magic, nature, rituals, and charms, protection, outdoors, vindication. Somebody's being left off the hook, or being seen and cleared, or something. And somebody's an outdoor lover here. I do feel like there is protection here. Maybe somebody's protecting their home, or their their vibe. Something. Laugh and have fun. Smile. Positive energy and joyfulness. Very cool. Somebody's definitely and it says compensated. So somebody's getting paid. Somebody's getting what they were looking for. There's some earth magic afoot. This is a really cool card, right? There's so much spirit in trees that people kind of forgot, remembering and I love that card. Anyhow, focusing on children. This is crowning you. Love, elders, pregnancy, birth, or adoption. Okay. Kids, it's all about the kids for the next few weeks or whatever, at least. It should always be. But, this is crowning you, right? Something focusing on the kids, having fun, getting outside. I like it. But I'm not sure I like this over here. Show me. I need two more. Okay. Get into nature again. Okay. Ding, 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 ding. Coexistence, gather, and limit waste. So somebody could be like recycling or upcycling as well, but coexisting together and just being, and that's a really cool vibe. I gotta say. I gotta say. Carpenter Antique, take your medicine. It is the Hope, Fear, Challenge, and Homework column. It might be hard to get out because we have schedules, we have things to do, but it's in the cards. So it's, treat your body well, exercise, meditate, or massage. hmm Treat yourself well because this manipulating person, this entitled person who's trying to ruin somebody's reputation or did, you know, something about that. Somebody needs to kind of leave it behind, I guess I could say. Something like that. Oops. All right. Three of Swords down. Whatever this is, it happened a long time ago. Or we're trying to get over it. All right. I don't know. I was caught off guard there. Hold on. Give me a bunch, please, Spirit. Two of Wands. Knight of Wands reversed. King of Wands. Four of Pentacles reversed. The Devil. I knew I didn't like that vibe over there. There it is. It is. There's always the devil in people's readings anymore, so I shouldn't be surprised. Let me move this over. All right, so right now I feel like, you're just kind of something about looking over or looking out, beyond, trying to make plans, trying to, assess things maybe. I see this was very level. I'm going to take it up. Trying to, after the pain, people are trying to plan, or they could be possibly trying to plan on getting over the pain and working on our healing. Think about it. Humanity needs to heal, and it's definitely in the process. So, it's not just, you guys or what. Knight of Wands down. Something's coming to a stop with the kids. Or what? Pregnancy, birth, or adoption. Elders. Stopping something there. Maybe we're stopping the elders from seeing the, or I don't know what that means. And these cards are out. I didn't even know they fell. It's because I'm doing things on my table a little different and it's throwing me off. That's probably what it is. But anywho, King of Wands here and your Hope, Fear, Challenge, and Homework problem. Yeah, Carpenter, Antique, and Take Your Medicine. I feel like this King of Wands, whoever this is taking charge of things and managing things. But on the other hand, I feel, excuse me, this Carpenter, I have allergies really bad right now. So please, and I'm quitting smoking too. So 8 days and counting, it's only the 400th time I tried to quit, but I'm doing it. Anywho, yeah, this one's in charge. This could be a father figure, a leader, or a boss, maybe, But yeah, somebody needs to take their medicine, Four of Pentacles down, letting go and doing what you need to, exercising, meditating, and massage. Maybe some of you may be going to the spa, which is nice, Everybody deserves to be treated nicely and, at some point. So just not like the Kardashians when they overdo it, or Epstein when they get a massage 500 times a day and it's in a disgusting way, Anywho, back to the reading, Heidi. The Devil. Yep. Outdoors, vindicated, protection. Yeah. This obsessive, manipulating, narcissistic behavior, I do feel like people are bound to this somehow. Is it through the family or what? Oops. Okay. I'm feeling it. Because see those chains on the bottom. Somebody, you know, or is it a couple possibly even bound to this behavior? Mm-hmm. Yeah, Page of Cups down. Somebody's completely blocked. They're not reflecting or doing their soul work. They don't want to see it or something. Compensated, feather, elders, artist, musician, poets, storytellers. Something about dancing out in nature. Hmm. Somebody's an artist or a crafter. All right, that's better. Yeah, I just feel like somebody just doesn't want to reflect on it, or they don't want to go back to it, or something. I got two. Okay. So King of Cups right here, dead center in the reading. Believe it, elders. Yeah, somebody is. I feel like, well, it is very hateful. Um, when it's turned down, but I feel like emotional outbursts, temper tantrums. Even if they're adults, because I got elders right in front of me. And if they're the manipulating narcissist, it is a very childish, immature thing. So I don't know. I'm feeling like I don't know if it's like outburst, but well, it's definitely outburst because I do feel like it is, feel like it's a really hard situation to be in. Are you in the middle of it? Are you watching it? Depends on if you're North Node or if you're cross watching and you're North and you're South Node, I could be talking about you. So don't get mad at me when you hear the truth. Just saying. I only read cards. I read energy. You know, that's all I do. Anywho, yeah, somebody's ruined reputation. They want to let it go. Manipulating how you feel about a narrative because they feel entitled. Yeah, ruined reputation. Mm-hmm. Yeah, my ass. Anywho, Hierophant is here. So there's technically could be governments and institutions. It could be, high priests, literally, like the one who's connected to the Most High, right? But whatever it is, I feel tradition here. Carpenter, antique, take your medicine. This King of Wands, it could be a father figure that I'm talking about. Hope, fear, challenge, and homework. Yeah. Working on things and mastering your lessons, Aquarius. Some of you are busy bees, but mastering lessons is what it's all about because then when you learn a lesson, you don't do or go back to whatever you had to learn from because you've learned. You know, we don't there's not a whole lot of drive here, right? Something like the fire went out, the fire go out or something. Chariot, Judgment, Ace of Swords down, Queen of Wands down, Hanged Man. Mm. I feel like people went forward after the fire went out. This could be travel. It could have to do with your vehicle or whatever, but I feel like things are happening. This is a victorious card. So, I'm almost feeling like a journey, kind of thing out of that. And it's happening quick. That's the fastest card moving in the deck, right? Judgment's here. Believe it. People are under judgment big time. It is the times. Yeah. Ace of Swords down. This Carpenter. Take your medicine. King of Wands. Hierophant energy. Yeah. They don't stand in their truth, I'll tell you that. And they're causing destruction and chaos and probably confusion where people are complexed about stuff, you know. Yeah, this was a black witch. I hate to say it. with the devil here and then Queen of Wands down, yeah. And that little black cat. That's, I'll show it to you upright. Always, most always in the Queen of Wands card. Somebody might have a black cat out there. Yeah, but this is sacrificial, totally ruined reputation. Somebody feels entitled to tell you how you should feel about something. Yeah, that right there is like the biggest red flag ever. And that's the clarity of it all. That's the realizations. I think the sun is really good, right? It's growth, happiness, and it's surrounding you. So I like it. Fun times, happy times, you know. So here we got somebody dealing with this energy, and then we got fun times. Dealing with this energy is not fun. It's not cool. So I'm feeling very like you're, how do I say that? You're putting yourself in a situation where you probably want to see the best of it, you know, and I feel like some of you are in the middle of it or something. Somebody is. There's clarity there, though. There's exposure. There's enlightenment, especially with this Hanged Man card. Because if you look, yeah, there's suspension there. But look, his head is crowned with that, you know, he came into, after he was hanging for so long, he came into a lot of realizations, you know. It's very sacrificial. He's hanging there, right? Queen of Wands down. Somebody's out of control. Ace of Swords down again. Ding, 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 ding. Big fat liars, whoever these people are. Yeah, Three of Swords down. And yeah, I feel like they caused the pain or something. Whoever this was, whoever this devil energy is, they caused the pain. Somebody's getting vindicated. And there's protection all over the place, you know. You're trying to move on, right? You're trying to make plans. Something about kids. You don't want messages going towards the kids, or you don't want, maybe you just don't want the kids involved. Not sure how that's going to be, because we got King of Wands up and Queen of Wands down. So now I got the Ten of Pentacles. Compensated. Yeah, there's money on the table when we have a Ten of Pentacles. Making plans. I need a bunch of cards, please. I need to know where I'm going with this. King of Pentacles. Knight of Wands reversed again. Ding, 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 ding. Yeah. Ten of Cups. Ten of Pentacles, Ten of Cups. Definitely about family. Definitely about home and stability. Right? I feel like this King of Pentacles may be possibly Hierophant energy for some of you. Could be this manipulating, entitled, narcissistic energy or something. I'm not sure. Somebody needs to take charge, or hope your challenge and homework is to stop the chaos, the whatever it is, you know. Get out into nature, coexist, gather, limit waste. Hope for your challenge and homework. Okay, somebody needs to take their medicine around this family, but letting it go right now is kind of hard or something. Somebody's ruined, somebody's reputation was ruined. Three of Swords down again. Ding, 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 ding. Damn. With the double. Yeah, of course they cause it all day long. They cause it, and then when shit goes down, they're the victim, and they make it look like everybody, and they'll never, ever, ever look at themselves. It's really weird how they're not able. It's like it's definitely a disorder in this case. It's more than just an illness. mental illness. These elders. Is it a grandma and a grandpa? An oma and an opa? Show me. The Hermit reversed. Yeah, they don't want to reflect. They refuse it. They refuse the dark night of the soul. These elders. I feel like somebody's root chakra is completely blocked, so that they're like unable because of that. Well, that's a big reason anyway, but you know, to like heal. But then other people, that it's, I almost feel, I feel like I'm tripping over my own words. I almost feel like some of these energies may not be very comfortable in their own skin, meaning they don't like to be by themselves for very long. They always have to be busy or out in public. They can't, you know, sit with themselves, you know, kind of thing. So that might be validating for somebody there, you know. But maybe it's a very reckless energy, possibly, you know. I just feel like somebody is in complete denial. You know, it's part of the illness. It's like they can't look at themselves. There is a victory here somehow. Believe it. A public acknowledgement, achievements, whatever. This is dead center in the reading, both of these cards, you know, and then you have love right over it. Maybe you love these people or the situation, but this King of Cups down is not mentally stable, or even maybe, you know, emotionally mature, possibly is a better way to say. Somebody wants you to feel something about a situation, and that's they something about that. Yeah, betrayal, ruined reputation. Somebody stabbed somebody in the back. The party's fucking over. Yep, yep, the Hierophant. Now I'm getting the Hierophant as the High Priest, and you know, calling it or something, or because I see those hands up. Look at, he's got that you know, symbol or sign that, you know, the Masons or the Eastern Stars use, right? When they use those signals and they do all these, like the red shoe thing, it's just weird. It is totally weird. But this could be like, you know, whoever's in charge of things, like the whatever it is. Seven of Cups, Eight of Pentacles, yeah. Of course. And they're going to continue to try and manipulate. Here, let me show you. I got to put these down. They're going to continue to try and manipulate a situation about something, you know, how you feel about it. It's happening in the next couple of weeks. Something about that or whatever. Ruined reputation and entitlement here. Somebody feels entitled to do this, to ruin people's reputation, to talk bad about them, to betray them, backstab them. Show me. The Sun's here. So that's good. Very good. There's exposure. Show me. I need 5 cards, man. Things are really moving. And I think the last reading I was talking about how these solar rays are coming down on the planet and everything is getting amped up from like 10 to 1,000 over the next couple months. Remember I was saying that? If you haven't seen that video, it's right at the beginning. My last one for Aquarius, because I said it for all of them in the very beginning. But, and I feel like it really is amping up. Time is speeding up for you, maybe. Things are happening, right? You may not even feel like everything that's happening. It's just happening. Whatever that means. There is an illusion here. These people are in denial, right? They're casting spells underneath it all with this mental illness. And they're crafting it. See? They're working on this ruined reputation and manipulating. It's just, it doesn't end with these devil energies, man. It just keeps on keeping on. And that's the Mad Hatter's Tea Party of it all. You know? It's really mind-blowing when you get to a certain point of learning about this stuff that was hidden from us for so long, right? And once you get into learning about this esoteric, mystical stuff and find out how much was hidden, you're like, oh my God, there is so much information, you know? It kind of blows your mind. You know, what direction do we go towards? Astrology? Do we, you know, to start digging in and learning about, right? Oh man, it's taken me a long time. I'm a researcher. I just am. I'm a conspiracist, you know, for educational purposes only. Entertainment only, my ass. Yeah, it's for educational purposes only. There's so much shit going on. It's unbelievable. All right, anywho. So we have Eight of Swords down. The Wheel of Fortune down. Wow. Page of Wands down. King of Cups down. Ding, 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 ding. Wow. What is going on here? Yeah, somebody is freed themselves. Eight of Swords down. They didn't want whatever that was. The fire went out. Outdoors, vindicated, and protection. This person's protected from this devil energy, right? Wheel of Fortune down with the Chariot. It's happening. People could be having a hard time right now. You know, this is like bad karma. With Hermit, whoever this is pertaining to, but it could also pertain to they don't want to change, but things are happening so fast they're gonna have to. See, artists, musicians, poets, storytellers. With manipulating a narrative, I'm feeling like storytellers. You know, Page of Wands down, Judgment. Yeah, very immature. It's not fun anymore. People are under judgment, maybe. Believe it, right? Maybe the judgment, they don't like this child or this person. Believe it, elders. There's a victory here all day long. This is a very hateful energy. This Jezebel, Bezizel Bob or whatever kind of energy, you know? Yeah. Wow. King of Cups down, Ace of Swords down, Hope, Fear, Challenge, and Homework. Holy shit. Somebody's working with wood. Somebody needs to take their medicine faux show. Big fat fucking liars. Some of them out there probably lie over things that they don't even need to lie about, which is like the stupidest thing. But that's just, you know, if that resonates, it resonates, right? Yeah, there's a sacrifice here, very sacrificial. People are waiting on something. I don't know if you're waiting on a shoe to drop or what, but they're getting enlightened through time on how dark this witch is. Male or female, I don't care. Ruined reputation, right there. I just dropped a card. Oh, I dropped two. What? Oh, I have the Four of Swords. Must go right there. This is about rest and healing and you know, rehabilitation, maybe recovery. You know, somebody's recovering or recovered from the sacrifice. Okay. All right. Justice down. Yeah. The injustice of it all, or whatever. It's unjustified. Maybe something isn't going to be in fair favor, or somebody's not going to think so. But with that Wheel of Fortune, what you put out, this is when the tables get turned and you get what you put out. That's why the karma is there. Things are happening fast here for these, you know. I think there's a lot of things behind the scenes that we don't see that's happening because of this, you know, everything amping up, right? Somebody's being compensated, however. Okay. It's definitely about a family. Yeah. And the stability of it. If I go diagonal here, yeah, party's over. I feel like these people are happy that this person isn't there. And that's okay, fine, because maybe it's happy all the way around. I don't know. But okay. For some reason, that had to come out. So it came out. I'm going to give you a familiar card. This is one of my favorite decks. I love this deck. What do you got for Aquarius? Somebody's being vindicated and somebody's reputation is ruined or something. But I feel like, you know, with the tables churning, you know, and almost the boomerang effect, they ruin their own reputation, really. Snake, rebirth, look. Mm-hmm. Yeah, sneaky snakes. Devil energy. Ugh. Whatever. Don't forget to flip and flop should you need to. I have slithered along to bring about major changes in your life and have noticed that you have had difficulties letting go of the past. However, I know from experience that if you don't shed your old skin, you will perish and die within. Past thoughts and feelings keep rearing their ugly heads to strike out at you and others without warning. The illusions of the past are controlling your abilities to see clearly, and you have become blinded to the immense healing opportunities that I offer, of shedding what no longer serves your highest purpose to bring about a metamorphosis for change and new beginnings. From this place of transition, you are more able to tap into my wisdom to decipher when is the right time to strike out. My antidote will diffuse both your poisoned thoughts and complications, clearing the way so that you can take the path of least resistance to new life which awaits you now. Hmm. It's like a heavy transitional, heavy death card energy, you know. There's a side note. Expect dramatic changes in your life. Wow, okay. Dramatic changes are coming. Your primal life force energy is awaking. Healing opportunities are being shown to you. Stay grounded and close to the earth. Spiritual guidance draws close to assist you in your transitional period. Yeah. So the spirit team that I told you about is all around you and guiding you and helping you. If you're not listening, why? Why? You might want to do that. All right, I'm going to give you a Hidden Realms. Show me. Okay. That was quick. The Ice Queen, 28. Ideas preserved, non-action, and entitlement. Ding, 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 ding. Who the fuck feels so entitled to feel what? Or say what, for that matter. Number 28, for those who care. Was this upright? I think so. The ice cream has come to block your movement for your highest good. Let your ideas be preserved until later. I think this was reversed. I'm showing it upright. So hold on. Sorry. When the Ice Queen comes to challenge you, she asks you to look at the illusion of ownership. Do you believe you truly own anything in this world? For example, do any of us really own land? Do we own ideas? Or is it that we have simply laid claim to something we believe we're entitled to? Even inspiration is borrowed from spirit and shared by all in the field of the divine consciousness that permeates everything. Others have thought of even your most ingenious ideas somewhere else in time. I'm sorry, I'm having a hard time. I feel like the throat. Somebody doesn't like these messages at all. Um, so I'm just going to start. Life incarnate is short. Is short. When you transition, you take nothing with you from the material world. The Ice Queen calls upon you to release your hold on relationships, your belongings, your home, and all aspects of your life. Let life flow as it will. Everything is impermanent. Once you recognize that, everything is seen as the living miracle that it really is, and you won't be frozen into self induced limitations. It's time to let go of ownership in general and be grateful and enjoy. Be grateful for and enjoy what you've been gifted with. Mm, yeah, pertains to somebody. They need to be a lot more grateful for what they have and the tiniest things. When you can actually, not you maybe, but when people can, get to that point, things, change. Okay, so where am I? I will give you one of these. What time are we on? 42. I'm going to give you another animal totem oracle, the white stag. Nice. Protector. Look. Ding, 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 ding. Yeah. All right. You are an old soul. Your best friend is nature. Use your intuition and take you where you want to go. Awaken to the powerful force within you. You are meant to create blessings with your magic. You're protected. You're a protector. Something about that. It's like a masculine energy. I don't care if you're female or what. I like it. I like it. I like that vibe. Where am I? Here. I'm going to give you a few of these here. What else, universe and spirit? Me a bunch, please. I got cards all over this table. Somebody seriously needs to take their shoes off and ground. I don't know if they're working a lot and they don't get to take those rubbery soled shoes off enough, but I think that's why this nature thing is coming out so strongly, because there is somebody out there that needs to do this. All right, hold on. Hold your horses. 9 of spades, 2 of spades, joker, ton of diamonds, 6 of spades, and jack of hearts. Yeah, I do see somebody may not be doing so well. They may be in rugged health. I don't know what that means, but this could be pertaining to the narcissistic vibes and what. Maybe it's something else. I'm not sure. You can place it. This is a very good, the star. This is an Aquarius, I believe. You are the star. That's my favorite card, right? The star ensures success in all enterprises, even to all the unlucky events. Somebody could be a star, right? Then I have the joker, right? Taking a leap of faith, maybe. I feel like there's innocence here, but taking that leap of faith, it's not so hard. We can love people and still accept the truth in them, but it depends on how this illness works, because if you have kids and they're ill, it's, I get it. I get it. It hurts. It hurts. That scythe is sharp, you know? Tower. The realizations of it all with these elders, believe it. And then we have Jack of Hearts with the book. There's something that we're still learning or should look into, maybe research. Maybe it presages discovery of a mystery affecting the person for the better in a degree governed by the distance. Well, we'll leave that out, but yeah. So there's something that we need to learn, that we need to see, that we need to come to. And it could be just what I just said, you know? Yeah. I feel like this is really heavy for somebody. But because everybody is on different timelines and it affects everybody different, I don't think it's going to be as heavy for everyone. But there should be a message in here somehow for you, or at least I hope so. The King's Landing. Yeah, that's the back. This is my rune deck. Here in Kilmartin lies a stone on a hill. The footprint of crowned kings remain. Their power lies there still. Here at Kilmartin lies a stone on a hill. The footprint of crowned kings remain. Their power lies there still. Yeah, it's imprinted. Some of these things are permanent. It's like, you know, it's imprinted. It's like a tattoo, you know, it's permanent or something. That's what I get out of that. It's beautiful, as it was said beautiful, but this is a tough reading, you know. Anywho, get out into nature, make those plans, do it. Start grounding, go to the spa, dance a little, you know, and be cool, be kind, be patient, and just be a good human, right? All right, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. Hit that like, share, and subscribe button if you like these kinds of messages, because I'm sure there's somebody else out there that might need to hear these kinds of messages, right? Okay. I will see you guys in a couple weeks. Thanks for watching.